Today on Cptv, Cal Poly students join the war against KONY and cover the night.
One Cal Poly yoga teacher visits the White House.
And a new candidate for ASI president has entered the race.
Live from Studio 300 on Cal Poly's campus, I'm Allie Wente.
And I'm Olivia Bickle. You're watching Cptv.
Katie Morrow now has an opponent in the race for ASI president. Cptv's Madison DeMary talked to the new candidate.
ASI campaigning started Sunday, but was disrupted on Wednesday with the emergence of a new write-in candidate. Biomedical engineering senior Naha turned in his application packet for ASI president on Wednesday and introduced himself yesterday at the presidential debate.
I felt that the school deserved to have, another option at least. I mean, even though I'm not going to say I'm the most qualified, but still, it's just to give the students a chance and to give Katie a better experience.
Ha's platform emphasizes open communication and keeping students informed about issues like the student success fee. Ha and his opponent, Katie Morrow, discussed topics like campus unification and community relations during the debate.
I mean, it was a little bit laid back, and I think we both got a chance to really talk about a wide variety of issues, and so I think that's what's really important.
Ha missed the deadline to appear on the ballot, so everyone who wants to vote for him will have to write his name. He will still be able to campaign alongside his opponent. While Morrow is using signs, shirts, and her own personal website to enhance her campaign, Ha plans to go in a different direction.
I'm not using any paper, so I don't want to, I'm just trying to leave my footprint as light as possible. So I'm just basically going word of mouth, internet, anything works.
In addition to the presidential candidates, 82 students are running for the 24 board of director positions. The debate is over, but campaigning will continue until Election Day. For Cptv, Madison DeMary.
You can vote for ASI president and board of directors all day on April 25th through your Cal Poly portal. The winners will be announced on April 26th.
CSU faculty are now voting on whether or not they will strike in September. They've been in negotiations for 22 months and now they've come to a standstill. Some faculty are angry that the CSU administration failed to honor contract agreements made in 2009.
And so what we really have now is an offer that is asking for no raises and takebacks, and the only recourse that we have as a union is to move to the next job action, which is to strike.
Chancellor Reed says that a $500 million deficit and $200 million in potential cuts are preventing raises. He has mentioned the possibility of a 3% compensation pool next year, which could go to faculty. Cal Poly faculty starts voting next Monday. The Delta Sigma Phi fraternity is on social probation. The fraternity hosted a party earlier this month at the Monta Vista Place apartments. The event got out of control and police were called to clear the party. DSP's national headquarters determined that social probation would be an appropriate punishment for the fraternity. Student Life and Leadership agreed with the National's decision, also putting DSP on probation. The fraternity is prevented from participating in any social activities associated with Greek life.
That they won't be on social probation for too long, but maybe they'll learn from it and learn not to take risks like that.
DSP is on probation until they vacate the Monta Vista Place apartments sometime in July.
Cal Poly Greek Life is hosting their annual Greek Week athletics competition. The event started last Sunday at Avila Beach and ends this Sunday with a lip sync competition. Members of Panhellenic, IFC, and USFC organizations competed in everything from beach volleyball to swimming. A blood drive also took place, as well as community service events benefiting the Pronto Day Center. The winner of the competition will be announced Sunday. Students, faculty, and community members honored Carson Starkey's 22nd birthday at the Mustang Mile. Cptv reporter Lacey O'Connor tells us how they dedicated the event to him.
Cal Poly students and the community gathered to celebrate Carson Starkey's birthday with a 5K walk and run. Cal Poly ASI teamed up with Aware, Awake, and Alive to put on the event.
Carson was really involved in a lot of fun runs, 5Ks, 10Ks, cycling events. So we kind of decided it would be really cool to have a similar event here on campus.
Carson died of alcohol poisoning on December 2nd, 2008 after a fraternity initiation. Aware, Awake, and Alive's mission is to prevent loss of life to alcohol poisoning. The race consisted of 3.1 miles around Cal Poly's campus.
I run up here all the time and heard about the race. It sounded like a really good thing to come out and support, so just thought I'd do it for fun.
The Mustang Mile promoted the union of students at Cal Poly.
It's just the message of take care of one another, keep each other alive, be responsible for your friends and family. And that is the message that I think every student can get behind and every person can get behind.
848 students and faculty members participated in the race Tuesday evening. Today, Cal Poly students were reminded of just how important it is to look out for one another. Lacey O'Connor, Cptv.
The event ended with a speech from Carson's family and a celebratory concert in Cal Poly's Recreation Center.
A few weeks ago, Cptv covered a viral video with a heavy message. Last night, I found out how Cal Poly students are spreading that message in a new way. These students are in support of invisible children, and they're coming together to cover the night. They're putting up posters and covering sidewalks to raise awareness about KONY 2012. Joseph KONY is the leader of the Lord's Resistance Army in Uganda. The organization Invisible Children wants to make him famous, not to celebrate him, but to stop him. Cover the Night is an international effort to educate people about KONY. The event takes place all day today in over 200 countries. The goal is to hang posters in public areas and get people to ask questions about what they see. Cal Poly students are covering our campus the night before the event in hopes of getting more exposure during Friday classes.
But I hope it just kind of generates discussion, even if it is negative discussion. I mean, I would love to talk to those people and just try to explain what we're trying to do rather than, get in a fight about it or anything.
The group of students who organized Cover the Night on Cal Poly's campus are teaming up with other organizations, like Engineers Without Borders, to help spread a positive message. They've adopted the motto, "Think globally, act locally."
We want to show that this is a movement of people who care both locally and globally, that it's not this huge organization or scam or something crazy, but really it's just a bunch of hardworking individuals who care about the people around them.
They're demonstrating this motto by participating in different community service projects today. These events include servicing Avila Beach and volunteering at the Slow Marathon. You can find out how to get involved in these events on Cal Poly's Invisible Children Facebook page.
The Cal Poly Pride Center is hosting a series of events to celebrate Pride Month. The Pride Center is dedicated to educating Cal Poly students about the LGBT, queer, questioning, and ally communities. Nearly 30 events have been planned to celebrate Pride Month, including karaoke nights, barbecues, and film screenings. The Pride Center kicked off the month by painting the P rainbow.
Celebrate who we are at the Pride Center and celebrate the LGBTQIA community as a whole.
For a full list of events, visit the Pride Center website. The Cal Poly Career Fair was back in school this week. Over 160 companies vied for the chance to speak with some of the Central Coast's brightest. While most employers expect that Poly students will have an excellent technical education, they also emphasize interpersonal skills. The fair has grown 15% over the last 2 years. A full spring fair is a great sign for job seekers, indicating that companies are hiring talent year-round. Next year, the fair will be hosted at the Rec Center, which allows more companies to attend.
Cal Poly graduate and Rec Center yoga teacher Tawny Stereos had a true learn-by-doing experience, teaching yoga at the White House. Stereos and her husband Peter, who own Embody Yoga Studio in SLO, were invited to Washington, D.C. for the 134th annual Easter egg roll. The couple, along with 20 other instructors from around the nation, taught yoga poses to children and gave out some yoga mats to inspire them to continue practicing.
It felt for me personally like just a really big day and a big step and a big gift and an honor. So I was doing yoga barefoot all day on the White House lawn, really getting my feet into it.
Tawny has taught at the Cal Poly Rec Center since she was 20 and currently teaches Hatha Yoga every Tuesday from 4:10 to 5:10.
Coming up on Cptv, we have our weekend weather update.
See how farmers markets are being put online.
And a local grocery store will soon be closing its doors.
Part about Instagram is to see what people choose to take a picture of.
you know, you can pretty much see like what they value or what they really want to share to the world and like show their friends.
Welcome back to Cptv. The weather has been beautiful this past week and the sun is shining today in SLO.
CPTV's Joseph Corral has our weather forecast. How's our weather looking today, Jojo?
All right, thanks, Allie and Olivia. All right, so we're looking at a shot of Mill Street near downtown San Luis Obispo. As you can see, the skies are clear and the sun is shining. The shot was taken yesterday, but we are experiencing the same weather today. Let's look at our headlines. All right, so there's a high pressure buildup, which is causing a warming trend through the area, which is creating these warmer temperatures, although cooler temperatures will come in later this week. Let's look at our 5-day forecast. All right, so Friday, today, we're experiencing one of the hottest days in a while with a high of 89 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. And tomorrow, it will cool down just a bit to a high of 82 degrees and a low of 52. On Sunday, it'll get even cooler with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 51. And Monday, some clouds will roll in, bringing the temperature down to a high of 73 and a low of 47. And Tuesday, we will be experiencing our coolest weather with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 46. And that's your 5-day forecast. Back to you, Allie and Olivia.
All right, thank you, Joseph. I can't wait to get out and enjoy the warm weather. After more than 60 years in business, the popular grocery store chain Scolari's is closing its doors on all 4 Central Coast locations. The company is closing stores in San Luis Obispo, Paso Robles, Pismo, and Santa Barbara. The family-owned business started on the Central Coast in the 1940s, but has since moved headquarters to Reno, Nevada. Co-owner Jerry Scolari called the decision gut-wrenching in a news release.
There's really a family-owned feel to it, and I really like that part about it. They had a lot to choose from, a lot of selection, and it's too bad that they're going to be closing.
The stores are expected to close within 60 days and will affect more than 150 employees. The Scolari brothers said the distance of the stores from their Nevada headquarters brought operating and marketing challenges. The company's 14 Nevada locations will remain open.
Whole Foods is coming to San Luis Obispo. They're looking to move into Scolari's or the Sports Authority downtown. The move will happen within the next year.
Central Coast Agriculture is entering the digital age. Local farmers have teamed up to create horsepower.com, an online market that connects farmers and consumers. The website helps small farmers markets sell their products. The company uses blog posts and giveaways to promote farmers. Customers range from private households to restaurants, including Big Sky Cafe and Tea-Berry frozen yogurt.
I like the local strawberries a lot better than any other strawberries. And it's just fresher because you're getting it locally and you're supporting the local farmer. So.
The website services are free and allow farmers to make more money by selling directly to consumers. Visit horsepower.com to find more information or to purchase goods and produce. Getting groceries and snacks delivered to you at any time may soon be a possibility. A new type of social network is in the process of being tested by Cal Poly and Cuesta students. Neighbor Favor is an application that allows people to check into different locations, such as grocery stores or restaurants. People can then check to see where other people are and ask them to pick up and deliver things for the cost of the purchase plus a tip of their choice.
Chris saw the problem. He's like, hey, I always go down to the store and I see that, my friends are already here. Why do I even have to get up from the couch? I could just ask one of them.
The developers hope the app will create a more sustainable way to run errands. Neighbor Favor is currently under testing and limited to Cal Poly and Cuesta students, but the team hopes to launch it nationally.
In this week's Culinary Corner, CPTV reporter Lacey Buck is going to tell us how Sal's Sandwiches and Beer is bringing big city-style sandwiches to the heart of San Luis Obispo.
Sal's Sandwiches was opened in March of this year by Poor But Sexy Inc. Poor But Sexy Inc. is already known for its other 2 restaurants, the popular Kreuzberg Cafe and the upscale Sidecar Diner. The restaurant takes its name from Sal Paradise, a character in the 1957 novel On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Inside the restaurant, customers will see the unusual decor that is a trademark of the Poor But Sexy brand. Employees at the sandwich shop credit its early success to its prime location.
I think ours just beats everyone on location. Just downtown jobs, just come for a quick half-hour lunch, and that's all they got. So New Delhi, I think downtown really helped out a lot of workers down here.
The restaurant provides a shaded patio and free Wi-Fi so that customers feel welcome to sit down and stay a while. In addition to choosing your own bread and fillings, you can choose from one of over 30 signature sandwiches with unique names, ranging from the ex-girlfriend to the ugly sweater. The popular Fat Elvis is a double-decker peanut butter, banana, and bacon creation.
I got the Uncle Andre, and it was very good.
The menu also offers several vegetarian and vegan options to choose from. Customers can visit the restaurant during its daily happy hour to receive discounts on sandwiches and beverages. For Cptv, this is Lacey Buck.
Sal's Sandwiches is located at 1028 Choro Street and opens at 11 a.m. 7 days a week.
Coming up next on Cptv, Cal Poly quarterback Asa Jackson is hoping to get drafted next week.
The Cal Poly women's water polo team is the team of the decade.
And San Luis Obispo is getting ready for the SLO Marathon.
I like Instagram because it's like Facebook but with pictures, so instead of putting a post or words, you can just have a picture.
Reporter Brittany Woodard has our sports roundup.
Thanks, ladies. Well, it's been a busy week with new signings and games for Cal Poly. The men's basketball team has added another big man to their team next year. Zach Gordon, a forward from Linwood, Washington, has signed a letter of intent to play for Coach Calera next season. Gordon is now one of 4 incoming Mustangs that is taller than 6'7". In other Cal Poly sports, the third-place Mustang baseball team travels to take on Cal State Fullerton this weekend. Fullerton is the only team in conference ranked nationally. They rank number 12 in the nation and are co-leaders of the Big West standings with a 7-2 record, while the Mustangs are 5-4. Cal Poly Junior fielder Mitch Hanninger is the only player in the conference to be named Big West Player of the Week twice. He will need to have a good performance this weekend if the Mustangs want to close the gap on first place in the conference standings. The Cal Poly softball team is hosting UC Davis this weekend in a 3-game series. Even though the Mustangs are 3-6 in conference play so far, a 3-game sweep of the Aggies can put Cal Poly in the second, depending on how other conference games go. Kim Westland is one bright spot for the Mustangs as she has a 7-game hitting streak going. Well, that's it for Cal Poly sports. Check Cptv next week for our preview on the Cal Poly football spring game.
Thanks, Brittany. I can't believe we're going to have 4 guys over 6'7" on the basketball team next year.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
You might want to think twice before going on your morning run this weekend.
Cptv reporter Joseph Corral tells us how runners are filling the streets for a marathon to be held throughout the city.
San Luis Obispo's streets will be filled with runners this weekend as the marathon taking place on Sunday, April 22nd is sold out. Along with the full marathon, a half marathon will be held on the same day and is sold out as well. However, spots for the 5K race being held on April 21st are still open and day of registration will be offered based on availability. Both the full and half marathon will begin at San Luis Obispo High School, and the course will pass through downtown near the historic Fremont Theater and City Courthouse. While both courses end at the Madonna Inn, the full marathon extends further into rolling hills and farmland. The 5K will begin and end within the Madonna Inn property. Many runners have been training for months and look forward to crossing the finish line.
I've been training for it for a really long time now, and to finally cross the finish line and know that I've accomplished this goal is going to be a really rewarding feeling.
Some runners have joined the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's team and training program, which allows them to train with other runners of all athletic levels while raising funds to find cures for the diseases. Being able to run for a good cause are among the many other reasons participants are involved in the event.
My roommate convinced me to do it with her, and I've always liked running, but doing this gave me something to work towards, and I found out it's actually benefiting leukemia, and so it's kind of cool because one of my uncles passed away from leukemia, so it's kind of just an added bonus that I get to do it for such a good cause.
Aside from the marathons and 5K, a Slow Life Expo will be held at the Madonna Inn property Friday through Saturday. The expo will include local produce, wines, beers, foods, and live concerts. Cptv, Joseph Corral.
To find more information on the event, go to www.slowmarathon.com.
Cal Poly is being recognized nationally for the success of their club sports. Reporter Nicole Powers shows us why the women's water polo team has played so well.
The Cal Poly women's water polo team has made a name for themselves as one of the top teams in the nation. Besides winning the past 4 national championships, the Mustangs have held the Pacific Coast title for the past 8 years. The Collegiate Water Polo Association has named them the Team of the Decade. Coaching the team are 2 students and members of the men's water polo team.
The best part about Cal Poly water polo is having fun, and the best way we have fun is we just like to win. So we like to build our model for success around that and just preach that to these girls, and they all absorb it, and they all love it, and it all just boils down to they all love each other.
The Mustangs attribute their continued success to the level of seriousness, determination, heart, and sportsmanship that members of the team share. Players pay their own dues and dedicate hours from their winter and spring quarter schedules to attend daily practices, bi-weekly swim groups, and weekend tournaments.
It's just the bond that we have. I've never been on a team where we have so much love, and we just revolve around this poly polo family, and everyone fully embraces it, and we just don't want to let each other down. We have so much passion for this sport that it just carries us through each championship game.
Nationals will take place on May 4th to May 6th in Tallahassee, Florida. Cptv, Nicole Powers.
The National Championship video streaming will also be available on the Collegiate Water Polo Association website.
Coming up next on Cptv, comedian Craig Ferguson is returning to San Luis Obispo.
Local band Bare Feet is performing at Slow Brew.
And Ballet San Luis Obispo's performance of Undine opens tonight.
Instagram just got a new direct messaging feature, so now you can chat with your friends. I think that's pretty cool. So not only do you have the photos, but you also have chat.
Welcome back to Cptv.
There are a lot of entertainment options coming up this weekend. Here is your Pollywood Minute.
With every new day comes an end into a story that...
Local band Bare Feet will be performing tonight at 7 p.m. at Slow Brew's 420 party. The band is also debuting their first CD. Tickets will be sold at the door for $12. The show is for ages 18 and up.
Craig Ferguson, comedian and host of The Late Late Show, is making his way to San Luis Obispo. Ferguson will be taking the stage at the Christopher Cohen Performing Arts Center for his second time on Tuesday, April 24th at 7:30 p.m. In 2009, Ferguson performed at the Performing Arts Center to a sold-out crowd. Tickets are still available and can be purchased at the center's ticket office box. All students can buy tickets for half price. For information on how you can order tickets, go to www.calpolyarts.org.
Ballet Theater San Luis Obispo is performing Undine at the PAC. The ballet is based off of the original story of The Little Mermaid. Artistic director and choreographer Teresa Slobodnik created the production and based it off of the novella with the same name.
It's one of those stories that's engaging to young people and mature audiences. This is, as much as it's appealing to young children, it's a grown-up ballet.
Cal Poly students, alumni, and faculty are all performing in the ballet. Undine opens tonight at 7 p.m. and closes tomorrow night at the same time. Tickets range from $24 to $40, and discounts are available to students, seniors, and children. Seats are still available, and you can get your tickets at the PAC ticket office or online at pacslow.org.
Tiger Lily Salon in downtown San Luis Obispo is having a ponytail drive today. The salon is partnering with Locks of Love and giving anyone who is willing to donate 10 inches of hair a free haircut. Locks of Love is a nonprofit organization that provides hair pieces to financially disadvantaged children suffering from long-term medical hair loss. Tiger Lily will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and have plenty of openings available. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to Cptv. You can catch us every Friday on Charter Channel 19 and on Campus Channel 2.
You can also find our broadcasts on the Mustang Daily website at www.mustangdaily.net. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful weekend, Cal Poly.